Alright everyone, welcome to today's quiz. Let's get into the rapid fire word mix. So, feet, stayed. You have 10 seconds. There's a 9-letter word somewhere in there. Best of luck. And that is time. Don't worry if you didn't get it. We'll have another chance with a clue at the end. And just so you know, this is for 10 points if you get this word. Alright, so today we have general knowledge, higher lower, famous phrases, where are we, letters and numbers, and then capping off with some more general knowledge. Let's get into it. Okay, so for the general knowledge, there is 10 questions with a total of 10 points available. Best of luck. Plum, mustard, scarlet, green, peacock, and white are all colors associated with which board game? You'll have around 10 seconds for each question. Question 2. The Rosetta Stone helped translate which ancient language? Question 3. What is the process by which plants convert sunlight to energy? Question number 4. Budapest was once made up of two cities. What was the name of these cities? Question 5. Name one of the first two people to summit Mount Everest. You get a bonus point if you can name both. And question 6. In Greek mythology, what is the name of the winged horse? Seven. My Neighbor Totoro is a film made by which animation studio? Question 8. What is the name of Thor's hammer in Norse mythology? Question 9. In what year did Christopher Columbus first reach the Americas? And you have a plus or minus 30 years. And our final question for the general knowledge. What year was the first iPhone released? And you have plus or minus 2 years. And that concludes our general knowledge round. I hope you enjoyed it. And now we'll move to our higher or lower round. So you'll be given a topic and two options, and you have to pick the option that is higher. There are 5 questions. Each question is worth 1 point. Best of luck. Which country has higher rice consumption? Vietnam or Indonesia? Have around 15 seconds for each. And on to question 2. Which country has a larger population? South Africa or Bangladesh? Question 3. Which took longer, Nelson Mandela's imprisonment or the construction of the Hoover Dam? Alright, question 4. Which is faster, the cheetah or the black marlin? And question 5. Which building is taller, the Eiffel Tower or the Empire State Building? And that wraps things up. Alrighty, so answers to general knowledge and higher lower. Let's go through them. Plum, mustard, scarlet, green, peacock, and white are all, of course, the characters from Cluedo. The Rosetta Stone helped translate ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. A process by which plants convert sunlight to energy. That is, of course, photosynthesis. Budapest was formerly made up of Buddha and pest. Name one of the first two people to summit Mount Everest. So you have Sir Edmund Hillary and, of course, his Sherpa Tenzing Norgay. I don't believe either of them have ever admitted to who summited first. In Greek mythology, the winged horse is Pegasus. My Neighbor Totoro is a film made by Studio Ghibli. The name of Thor's hammer in Norse mythology is Mjolnir. Christopher Columbus reached the Americas in the year 1492, so if you put anywhere between 1462 and 1522, very well done. And our final answer, the first iPhone was released in 2007, so anywhere from 2005 to 2009, give yourself a point. And that concludes our general knowledge answers, total of 11 points are up for grabs there. Let's go through the higher lower. Alright, the country with higher rice production, that is Indonesia. Who has the higher population? Bangladesh has the higher population by quite a lot. Which took longer? Nelson Mandela's imprisonment. It's around 28 years altogether, I believe. Which is faster? The black marlin is faster. Which building is taller? Both are very tall, but the Empire State Building is taller. Alrighty, and that wraps up our higher-lower answers. So 5 points up for grabs there. And the famous phrases, you'll be given a famous phrase and a topic, and you'll have to answer where it came from, who said it, that sort of thing. There will be 5 questions with a total of 5 points up for grabs. Best luck. Do or do not, there is no try. Which character said this quote? We'll have around 10 seconds for each famous phrase. And on to our next one. Fly, you fools. Which character said this one? Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me because I'm... Who? Question 4. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Who said this quote? And our final famous phrase, improvise, adapt, overcome, is the motto of which person? And that concludes our famous phrases. Alright, so guess the country. This is a bit of a tricky round. So you'll be shown an image of somewhere in the world, and it is your job to guess which country that image comes from. You'll have 10 seconds to guess a country, and if you get it within that 10 seconds, you get 2 points. And if you get it, you will then be shown a fact about the country, and if you get it after learning the fact, then that is just 1 point. There are 5 questions, so a total of 10 points are up for grabs. Let's get into it. And here's our first country. You'll have 15 seconds before the fact is revealed. And the fact about this country is made up of many countries. And on to country number 2. Here is country number 2. Good luck. And the fact about this country is home to Machu Picchu. And our third country, here it is, quite more rural. And our fact, this country is home to the world's highest cricket ground. And our fourth country, here it is. A fact about this country has the greatest area of forests in the world. And our final country, here it is. And the fact, this country is known for its vast size but small population. And that concludes our Guess the Country round. So let's now go through our answers to famous phrases and where are we? So, do or do not. There is no try. I can't do the Yoda voice, but it's Yoda. Fly, you fools, of course. Said by Gandalf as he's being pulled down by the Balrog. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me because I'm the gingerbread man, of course. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Classic JFK kind of line. Improvise, adapt, overcome. That would, of course, be Bear Grylls from Man vs. Wild. So 5 points up for grabs in that round. And guess the country. Bit of a tricky one. United Kingdom, particularly in the Highlands of Scotland. This one, Peru. No doubt the clue helped lots there. This one, very tricky, India. So very well done if you got India from that. You can see a bit of writing up in the top right, so hopefully that gave it away. This is Russia. And finally, this one, you have eucalypts off to the left, so Australia. 10 points up for grabs there. Very well done if you got 10 out of 10. Alrighty, now on to the letters round. So how this works is you'll receive 9 letters, and your job is to make the longest word possible. You can only use each letter once, or as many times as the letter appears. Say you have 2 E's, you can use E twice. And if you make a 6-letter word, that is 6 points. 7-letter word, 7 points. But if you use every letter, making a 9-letter word, that is 10 points. Best of luck, let's get into it. Our first letter N, our second letter G, our third letter O, fourth letter is E, fifth letter I, sixth letter another N, seventh letter P, eighth letter B, and our ninth letter is K. You have 30 seconds on the clock. Your best of luck. Your time starts now. That is time. We're about to go through the answers, so feel free to pause if you feel you're on the precipice of greatness from these ones. Alrighty. So, top 5 words are bonking, opening, pigeon, poking, and benign. So, if you got 6 or 7, very well done. If you got 8, do let me know down below. Alright, so we've done the letters. Now we must, of course, do the numbers. So how this works is you'll be given 6 numbers. You can, like the letters, you can only use each number as many times as it appears. So if you have 2 twos, you can use the number 2 twice. And you must use multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division to reach a randomly generated target number. You cannot use negative numbers or non-integers. If you get the target number exactly, that is 10 points. If you are 1 away from the target number, so say the target number is 700 and you get 699, then you will get 9 points, all the way down to 0 points if you are 10 away. Alright, let's get into it. Our first number is 5. Our second number is 2. Our third number is 5. Our fourth number is 1. Our fifth number is 100. And our sixth number is 50. The score to reach is 991. You have 30 seconds on the clock. Best of luck. Your time starts now. And that is time. Okay, so feel free to pause if you need more time, but we're going to go through the answers now. There were many solutions to this one, but this is the one I used. So 50 by 100 for 5,000. Then 5,000 divided by 5 is 1,000. Then 2 times 5 is 10. 1,000 minus 10 is 990, then plus our remaining 1 for 991. Very well done if you got 991. Feel free to let me know how you got it. And now for our final general knowledge round. Once again, there is 10 points up for grabs with 10 questions this round. Best of luck. Let's get into it. One Direction was made up of how many members? And question 2. Which British explorer famously died trying to reach the South Pole? Question 3. Where did the meeting of the Fellowship of the Ring take place in Lord of the Rings? Arendelle, Galadriel, or Rivendell? Question 4. Which scientist is famous for their 3 laws of motion? Question 5. What is the killing curse known as in Harry Potter? Question 6. The cliffs of Dover are famously what colour? Question 7. What is the term for a baby swan? Question 8. What is the name of a chemical reaction that gives off heat? Question 9. What is the address of the British Prime Minister? And question 10. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh are all regions of where? Alright, so that will now get into our final set of answers. We will have the conundrum at the end with more time, so feel free to stick around for that if you want 10 bonus points. One Direction was made up of how many members? One Direction had 5 members who are now going many directions. The British explorer who died trying to reach the South Pole. Technically, he died returning from the South Pole. Robert Falcon Scott. The meeting of the Fellowship of the Ring occurred in Rivendell. Arendelle is from Frozen, and Galadriel is the name of the elf lady. The scientists famous for their 3 laws of motion, Sir Isaac Newton. The killing curse in Harry Potter is known as Avada Kedavra. The cliffs of Dover are famously white. A baby swan is called a cygnet. Chemical reaction that gives off heat would be an exothermic reaction. The address of the British Prime Minister is 10 Downing Street. And our final question, Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh are, of course, the first four regions of the Pokemon games. Alright, time for our last chance conundrum. Same letters, feet, stayed. Your clue is don't give up so easily. You have 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Alrighty, so don't give up so easily. Don't be a defeatist. So, quite a tricky one, I think. So, very well done if you got it. 10 bonus points to you. But that concludes our quiz for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the new round and the additions of the timers. I thought they were pretty cool. Pretty fun learning how to make them. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.